Well, first off, we can learn from corporate America. I think we do need to meet with several of the large firms that have already had huge successes. For example, Pitney Bowes has saved over $45 million just by making simple changes. We can learn from that. As mayor, I will lead by example. For 23 years in the United States Air Force, we had to pass physical standards, weight standards, running standards, muscular standards. And to this day, I thank for that. My family, I've stayed very fit, and I continued as the Chief Technology Officer because we had a training room, mostly because that's a requirement for our firefighters. But what it showed was that even the civilian force was ready to entertain better physical fitness. And I was there every day. And as mayor, I pledge I will go back to that center to encourage others to join me on at least a weekly basis.
I would certainly continue the Mayor's Wellness Council. I would want to also continue to participate in the city's wellness functions, be willing to meet regularly with CEOs as we coordinate activities, and to personally encourage and use the bully pulpit wherever I can to help Houstonians get more fit and active. And I think one of the ways the city can do that is, again, as I mentioned earlier, those public challenge activities that get people out of their houses, to get them on their bicycles, on their streets, in their neighborhoods, getting out and seeing other Houstonians doing the same thing.
Well, I would say this, that I've learned this as a city councilman, that if the mayor calls up Marvin Odom at the CEO of Shell USA, he can get him on the phone. I have difficulty getting him on the phone. So this is the key, I believe, to the mayor taking the leadership with the corporate community and making Houston a healthier city. We need to get, it needs to be coordinated. We need to get all of the corporations, the major employers, to buy into a unified program and a plan that has specific goals and specific programs built into it to make all of us a healthier city. I'll give you one example which strikes me as easy, low-hanging fruit. At City Hall, to my knowledge, we have very few, if any, bike racks. We want to encourage people to walk to work, to ride the rail, and then walk, or to ride a bike. We're building a network of bikeways, but if we don't have bike racks, just a simple thing like that, at City Hall or City Hall Annex or at Shell Plaza where there are no bike racks, I'm not picking on Shell, but people are not going to change their behavior patterns, and that's really what it's all about. And so the coordination and a unified plan by the corporate community with encouragement leadership by the mayor can make a big difference in this city.
Well, I will work very closely in partnership with the private sector and other governmental units to try to make this city as healthy as possible. And certainly I will work toward calling a summit in the first 6 months of my administration with the leaders of corporate Houston. But beyond that, I'm going to ask for partnerships. For example, we will learn from the programs in the private sector, and hopefully we will have some ideas to offer to them. But beyond that, there are some very particular things. I will encourage them to use public facilities in an effort to keep their employees healthy. And I will encourage them to join the public activities that government sponsors that are health related. Now, I want everybody to hear this. I'm a runner. I run right here in Herman Park. Once a month, every month, during my administration, we will have a run. It will be the mayor's run, and it will be a day of health awareness in neighborhood parks across the city. So one time I'll run in Herman, one time I'll be on the west side of town and the north side of town. But the idea is to ask corporate America, ask Houstonians to join me in that run. It's 2 or 3 miles. That's not the point. The point is to get people out and get them talking about their health, and then have the health department and other health interest groups out talking about wellness on that day.